With takeover talks ongoing, expectations of a big-name manager is growing at Rangers, with this season being a real struggle domestically. In today's video, we are going over what an insider has had to say about a potential big-name manager joining the club this summer, whilst going over all the latest Rangers news from the last 24 hours. There is so much to discuss in today's video, so be sure to like the video and subscribe to the channel for daily Rangers content. But first, Barry Ferguson couldn't believe what he was watching as Rangers lost on his first Ibrox dugout bow, and the new Rangers interim manager reckons there's an issue with his side playing in front of their home support. The Light Blues were beaten 2-1 by Motherwell, who jump into the Scottish Premiership top 6. It's the third consecutive loss on home turf for a Rangers team that showed minimal fight once the visitors went 2-0 ahead after half an hour. Naturally, the paying punters, well, those still left in the stadium, made their feelings known at the full-time whistle. Asked to summarise his emotions following the defeat, a bewildered Ferguson told Sky Sports, "I'm clearly disappointed, frustrated. I never seen it coming, if I'm being honest with you. The first 45 minutes, I'm not going to stand here and kid anybody on. It was nowhere near good enough. It was sluggish, we had no energy, we had no passion about us. Obviously, being with the guys now for 4 full days, it's something that we have spoken about at length. It's something that I expect, it's something that these players know to play at a club like Rangers you need to have. They showed me it on Wednesday night, but clearly there is an issue playing at home. You can see that. There's a real nervousness about them. We've tried to go about it a different way. We've tried to calm them down a wee bit and talk to them about it. But you can see it. Yeah, I got a reaction in the second half and I made a number of changes, but I shouldn't need to do that. That should be from minute 1. Now, in some huge Rangers news regarding our new manager, Rangers are carefully weighing their options as they search for a permanent successor to Philippe Clement, who was dismissed last month after a series of disappointing results. Clement's departure followed a 2-0 defeat to St Mirren, which left the club 13 points behind their bitter rivals, Celtic. Adding to their woes, Rangers were also eliminated from the Scottish Cup, marking a difficult period for the team. Since Clement's sacking, Rangers have appointed club legend Barry Ferguson as interim manager for the remainder of the season. Ferguson has had a mixed start, leading the team to a 4-2 victory over Kilmarnock, but suffering a narrow 2-1 defeat to Motherwell. Despite these early results, there remains uncertainty over who will take the reins permanently once the season concludes. Reports in January revealed a shortlist of potential candidates, including Steve Cooper, Russell Martin, Derek McInnes, and Kevin Muscat. In recent weeks, additional names such as Sean Dyche have also been linked to the position. However, the possibility of a sensational return for former manager Steven Gerrard has sparked intrigue. Gerrard, currently without a club after leaving his post at Al Ettifaq, is reportedly open to a return to Ibrox, and according to sources, he would be Rangers' dream appointment. Despite the buzz around Gerrard's potential return, former England goalkeeper Paul Robinson has hinted that Rangers may be looking at a bigger name than those currently on the list. Speaking to the media, Robinson shared his belief that the club's prospective new owners, 49ers Enterprises, will play a major role in the appointment. The American investment group, who are part owners of Leeds United, are reportedly interested in taking over the Scottish Giants, and this impending deal could have a significant impact on the club's financial landscape. Robinson believes that 49ers Enterprises will seek a high-profile manager, one not yet mentioned in the media, stating, "I don't think it will be one that's on their shortlist yet. I think that 49ers Enterprises will come in, they'll do their due diligence, and I think that a different financial situation makes this a different job to offer somebody. I can see a big name manager going in there, not one that's already on their list." The financial struggles Rangers have faced in recent years have been widely cited as a key reason for their poor performances on the pitch. With limited funds for investment, the club has struggled to compete with Celtic and maintain consistency in both domestic and European competitions. However, the potential takeover by 49ers Enterprises has offered a glimmer of hope for Rangers fans. The American investors are expected to inject significant capital into the club, which could change the landscape of Scottish football. According to sources, 49ers Enterprises will ultimately decide who will be appointed as the next Rangers manager. With their substantial financial backing, the prospective new owners are keen to install their own man to lead the team into a new era. The club appears willing to take their time in making the right decision, ensuring that the next manager aligns with the long-term vision of both the club and its potential owners. While the next steps for Rangers remain uncertain, one thing is clear: the club's managerial search is far from over, and a high-profile name could soon emerge to take charge at Ibrox. Whether it's a return for Steven Gerrard, a left-field appointment, or a yet-to-be-revealed big-name manager, Rangers fans will be eagerly awaiting the next chapter in their club's storied history. Finally, Balogun was not in the mood for excuses yesterday evening at Ibrox after Rangers suffered 3 defeats in a row, at home for the first time since 2012. I don't think there's too much to say other than that it's not Rangers' standard and therefore it's not good enough. And then the result speaks for itself, Balogun said. If we had done enough to get back, we would have at least equalised or won the game. Were there chances? Yes. But was it enough? Clearly not, because we lost. Pressed on why a trio of defeats have come at home in repetitive fashion, Balogun continued, "I wish I could tell you honestly. It's painful for me personally, and I'm sure it is painful for the boys in the dressing room now. It's quite flat. It certainly is for every supporter, because I'm very well aware of what many of them give to be here every week, or every 2 weeks. We've let them down again, and I just said it to Rangers media as well. It feels like every other week, one of us is sitting in front of you guys, standing in front of that camera, trying to explain something. But I think people are just tired, and so are we. It's in our hands to turn it around. Honestly, I think you know me. I'm very straightforward always. I couldn't tell you if I wanted to right now. It's baffling, and like I said, it's painful." Manager Ferguson was measured in his post-match analysis, while accepting that the level of intensity shown by Motherwell players compared to his own in the first 45 is something Rangers fans will not accept. It comes down to standards, probably. Can we say, yeah, we're not very confident at the moment because of how the season went? Yes, for sure, Balogun added. But you need to roll up your sleeves and then go against it and make sure you get it right. Because we have done that in the past as well. I think overall, our standards, we're not holding ourselves accountable enough. Maybe that's one of the reasons as to why we have this inconsistency in performances and consistency in the lack of performance. Asked if some players perhaps didn't understand the demands of the club, the 36-year-old, who was returning from a recent injury with a second-half substitute appearance, added, "I don't think it's my place to say that because I can only speak for myself. I would not say the group does not care, because only 4 days ago, I think everybody showed that they do. Because it's not easy to come back from a 2-0 at Rugby Park. I think we can all agree on that. That's not the easiest away game. And to come back in the manner we did as well, to turn around to win 4-2, I think that showed you the players have character and that they do care. That's why I'm a bit lost for words. It's painful because, like I said before, I would never say there's a lack of care there, because they do. I've seen them for the past 5 weeks, roughly, since I've been injured. And there are discussions, you see the frustration when they come back in after a defeat. And it's painful because you want to help, obviously. I want to add in my experience, I want to give what I can give, my qualities on the pitch. But when you're sidelined, that's always probably one of the worst situations, apart from being injured anyway. If you then see your club going through a period like this, where it's like, okay, we bounce back, and you want to kind of use the momentum, then you get literally swept off the carpet or swept off your feet again. It's like, oh my god, it's draining. But that is all for today's video. Thank you for watching. I hope you enjoyed. If you did, please drop a like on the video and subscribe to the channel for daily Rangers content. Thank you. I'll see you in the next video.